Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. As Sloan continues to lie about her financial issues, Eric finds a smoking gun in the square. Nicole returns Holly's phone now that she's back in academy. She just hopes she can trust her. Holly's friend Sophia arrives to do schoolwork over lattes before academy. When their garçon is nowhere to be set up in the pub, Tate hops into action. Since the chef called in sick and Roman is busy in the kitchen, Tate's going to stay and help before going to academy. He gives Brady a scone for Rachel and sends his pater on his way. As Tate cleans the bar, Holly and Sophia enter. Tate and Holly partake a moping look. He gives the girls menus as they sit at a table. Holly discreetly triumphs the post-it note in her menu. Tate moons over her while Holly plays it cool. At home, Eric confronts Sloan about Leo. She admits she called Leo to put in a good word for him at the Spectator. She wants Eric's photography business to take off so they can be a power couple that people begrudge. That's not who Eric is, but also, he doesn't suppose that's what this is about. In drill gear at home, Teresa finds an agitated Alex. He reads a press release he didn't authorize about Bella shuttering. He takes note of her constitution and also accuses her of running straight to Maggie about the magazine ending. She counters that she didn't run to Maggie. She's her friend and guarantor, who she demanded upon feeling like a failure. Alex understands, but bemoans Maggie using it to finagle a job back at Titan. Teresa thinks it's brilliant. The two of them could take Titan to the coming position. Alex snoots. Further, another world reunion with raised brows. E.J. Riley regards Kristen. She raises her hand to make an emphatic point. At the DiMera manse, a trim E.J. anticipates the board advancing him in as the new CEO. Kristen humors him before bringing up E.J. letting Stefan walk out of captivity. She deduces he's playing the long game with their family. E.J. plays his cards near to the vest and leaves for work. Further, is Bobby coming out to play? Alone, Kristen starts in dispatch to Mr. Shin, but also thinks better of putting it in jotting. Brady arrives to pick Rachel up for academy, but she left beforehand for an art class. Brady's annoyance increases upon just now learning Rachel is being tutored for calculation. Kristen continues to push Brady's buttons by telling him how close Alex and Rachel are. E.J. meets with Nicole in the square. He talks about his busy day at DiMera and ASD.A. Nicole's embarrassed that he has two jobs and she doesn't indeed have one. She passes on his offer to work at DiMera, but she does have ideas on what she'd like to do. Further, how Tamara Braun picked her Emmy nomination role in their living room. Eric tells Sloan their fiscal figures aren't adding up. He knows she manipulated it before to assuage him, but there's a lot of plutocrat not reckoned for. He's upset she's covering up independence, medicines, shopping, gambling, and urges her to let him help her get through it. She insists she's not an addict. He begs her to tell him what's going on also. She complains about him pretending to want to work when all he really does is stay home with the baby. Eric still doesn't believe her. When she rants about taking on all the fiscal responsibility, he mocks her for being a fatality. Offended, she leaves to take Jude for a walk. At their apartment, Teresa sighs that commercial America presumably isn't for her. When Alex asks what's next, Teresa muses on creating a fashion and food blog. She also mentions Maggie and Constantine's engagement, which shocks Alex. He can't absorb the study of Constantine getting his hands on his father's plutocrat. Teresa tries to defend Constantine, but Alex can't believe Maggie is marrying a con man. Sophia admires what a snack Tate is at the cantina while Holly focuses on schoolwork. When Sophia gets up to use the bathroom, Tate busies himself at a near table. Holly explains she hasn't told Sophia about them because Sophia tells her mama everything. They make plans to affiliate on pay-as-you-go phones to escape the maternal units. Holly shafts. She's so happy to see him. Same, he says before getting back to work. Further, why Lindsay Godfrey submitted for Emmys after 5 times. When Sophia returns to the table, she wonders to Holly if Tate would want to go to Hop. She asks if Holly is completely over him. Holly lies that she was no way into him in the first place. When they leave for Academy, Tate runs after them with Holly's tablet she left before. He catches up to them in the domain, where he and Holly exchange frothy smiles, and Sophia admires him. Brady and Nicole partake a dimmed look in the DiMera foyer. Further, Christian Alfonso's hope return for Doug's honorary Nicole comes home as Eric is about to leave the manse. They make awkward small talk before Nicole expresses her stopgap. They come musketeers again eventually. How about now? Brady says. How about always? Nicole is so happy to hear that after what Holly put him and Tate through. Brady knows Holly's just a sprat, and kiddies make miscalculations. It'll be okay. Nicole hopes so. Teresa massages Alex at home to relax him. They lean in close, but Teresa backs off to go to the spa. He tells her she's really good at massages, and goes to take a shower. She smirks and chuckles to herself. Pushing Jude's stroller in the square, Sloan runs into EJ. She asks why he gave Stefan a generous deal only to sabotage it with the judge. He states his family's situation is none of her concern. It'd serve her stylish to flash back that. He departs. Little does he know, Jude, she says audibly. Little does he know. Going through the correspondence at home, Eric finds a once-due notice. He opens the bill and discovers diurnal recreating charges at the Salem Inn. What the hell is going on? Brady and Nicole reconnect, Teresa changes course, EJ and Kristen clash. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Tuesday, April 23rd indicate that Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, and Nicole Walker, Ariane Zucker, reconnect. Teresa Donovan, Emily O'Brien, will return to her old plan since getting rich working with Alex Kyriakis. Robert Scott Wilson, failed. EJ DiMera, Dan Feuerigel, makes his plans clear, but Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduke, disagrees. Brady Black and Nicole Walker make amends. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, and Tate Black, Leo Howard, are making a big deal out of the love that really isn't. After all, Holly wasn't that into Tate when she overdosed that night of the party. Yet Holly and Tate have been sneaking out every chance they get to meet up with each other. When Brady and Nicole decide to stop playing the blame game, these two realize that they're still good musketeers. Brady and Nicole did run down together so they could play like they were married and raise their kiddies together. Is Nicole truly the only woman Brady can reconnect with? After all, Brady's baby moss are both a hot mess. DOOL spoilers. Teresa Donovan reverts to her old tricks. Teresa planned on getting rich working with Alex since he'd no intention of marrying her. Still, Bella magazine has gone down the tubes just as Maggie Kyriakis, Suzanne Rogers, prognosticated. With that, Teresa is now out of a job since Alex only revived that magazine for her and to Malignancy Maggie. Now Teresa will return to her former plan of getting Alex's plutocrat through coitus and of course, a possible marriage. Will the verity come out about Victor Kyriakis' new son before the essay dries on any marriage or other agreement Alex and Teresa make? How worried will Alex be with Teresa when the whole story comes out? Days of Our Lives spoilers. EJ DiMera makes his plans crystal clear. EJ has every intention of taking over DiMera Enterprises now that Stefan has been ousted thanks to his concession. EJ will make this plain to Stefan and Kristen just who's going to be in charge and that they cannot do anything about it. Still, EJ just may have another think coming in the end. Kristen will give EJ a piece of her mind whether he wants it or not. The DiMera board has made it planned that they want someone with the DiMera name. Still, what happens if Stefan reveals that EJ knew what Clyde was doing all this time?